Right, so let's have another go at this. I think, because I've had another look at the thing, where like the two where I double clicked, where the line passes straight through it, I think maybe I'm supposed to click at the points. So I've had a little bit of a master trying to figure out where all the books are on each one. So this one I think is the end book. Yes. This one I think is the third book. 1, 2, 3. It is. The middle one is the second book. It is. The next one, 3R, is the 8th book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. It is. Then miss this one out. Go up to here. Third book from the end. 1, 2, 3. It is. Then we go straight over to here to the fourth book. 1, 2. Yes, we do. 2R, which is the fourth book. Then the middle, third book. And then second book from the end. Fucking come on. Who's your fucking daddy and what does he do? Oh no. I know what this is going to be. Oh, good job I write this shit down, I tell you. Oh, but what order is it? Let's go back. Is it the order in which I see? How the fuck's that dude sell? '96, right, 23. I reckon it's the 70 to 72, 96, 23. Don't say I've got to count all that. Where's my look? I was going to say. So, what do I click this? Left 72. Oh, there we go. So let's go back. Jesus Christ. Unless it means turn left 72. I reckon it means the other way. I don't know, it says turn dial left. Now, so either I've got to count 96 or end up on 96. Oh, 72 minus 96 would be about here anyway. Alright, I think it'll end up on 96 anyway. No, it wouldn't. It'd end up on 72. It'd end up on 76. 78. Why can't you just hold the fucking button down? the safe though, you normally have to count it, like when they say that. I don't know if they mean put it left onto that number or what. Thank fuck for that. Oh God, no, it's a fucking journal. And it's obviously going to be Dr. fucking Newman's journal in it. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm so tempted to just flick through this fucking thing. I shall keep this journal to record my personal thoughts and feelings as things progress. I feel I must praise the new facility I have been given, which is splendid, and the quality of the specimens better than I could have hoped for. The level of insanity on display is quite refreshing. I am more than confident that I will find conclusive results here. The work I am doing here will be my legacy, my gift to the world, something to remember me by. All of the greats have their legacies, and I don't want to have to be considered just another doctor or scientist. I want to be considered a great doctor or scientist. Well, make your fucking mind up. You want to be a doctor or scientist? If you want to be great, you can only be great at one thing, really. You know what I mean? It's hard to be great at a lot of things, especially when you're a dickhead like you are. One who turned the world of science on its head. When people think of insanity, well, I suppose actually scientists do have doctorates, but you know what I mean. When people think of insanity, I want them to think of Dr. Elijah Newman, the esteemed Dr. Elijah Newman, the celebrated. That is what I find myself dreaming of at night. I find myself dreaming of not full fucking pages. We have begun the preliminary work, which basically involves talking to the specimens, laying down some kind of basis for our own future work. I've allowed the nursing staff to sit in on these meetings as a way to make them feel involved. They will be of vital importance as things progress, and I want to keep them on side. Of course, I can't have them involved after this stage, as they simply will not have the stomach for it, nor would they understand. Their lives are based on simple morals, black and white, with no shades of grey. It's frustrating, really, that I am to be summoned by such obtuse views, but it is the way of things, I suppose. Few would understand what I am doing here. They cannot grasp the vastness of the work, the brilliance of it, what it means to future generations, nor can they grasp that in order to make the omelettes one must first break eggs. Oh, I hate that reference. I will not allow anything or anyone to stand in my way on this. Hopefully it won't come to that, but if it does, I am more than prepared to take whatever action is necessary to protect the integrity of the project. Today I undertook the first of the experiments. It was difficult work and not really very conclusive, which wasn't surprising really, since it was more of a test than anything else. There is a lot of very important work to come, and it simply wouldn't do to go in half-cocked, as they say. We must be prepared, and we must know where we stand. Today I set the bar for what needs to be done. It was a fairly routine operation, although the specimen did put up with quite a struggle when we assessed the brain through the top of the skull. What's really annoying is how he's doing that. So many sentences here. A sentence unfinished that'll be finished on the other page. Like he's trying to build a bit of atmosphere. That just made me pause. I'd rather have read it through the top of the skull and be like, wow, not through the top of. Well, you're obviously going to know what he fucking says when he's examining someone's brain through the top of. You know, considering there's all that space there, you know, they could have just took out a couple of words, you know. This threw the results somewhat. out of balance, as I had really hoped to do this test in more of a calm manner to gauge the activity of the brain without the external pressure. I shall have to ask Dr. Thomas to attain some sort of muscle relaxant for next time, as the arm flailing was quite off-putting, I have to say. Specimen number 3 has become unstable, which is a shame. I had really acquired some quite remarkable results from it. The brainstem is a wonderful thing, obviously not able to withstand too much electrical current, but I mustn't let that put me off trying further theories in this area. I fear one of the nurses may have overheard something today. I believe the young lady named to be Margaret. Chubby little thing. I thought Margaret was the older one and that Elizabeth was the younger one when she said about the ages. I didn't expect it to be like that. And quite short too. Not married as I understand it. I must confess with Adams about this. If she has indeed some privy to any information above her station, then she will need to be removed. It's not something I want to do, but I cannot have my work compromised by these people. I wish they weren't here, to be honest. They have become a nuisance. They are nothing more than window dressing. One could consider them a liability, really. I shall have words with Mr. Fitzpatrick about them. He knows the value of this project better than anyone. He should understand my concerns. My fears were confirmed yesterday. How many times has that been said in this fucking game? The nurse called Margaret did indeed stumble upon something above her pay grade. She was removed this morning for the benefit of the project. It was our good fortune that she was not of the marrying type and had no dependent. The removal will not generate many questions. Good news on the second round of experiments. I have pinpointed a possible emotional hotspot within the brain that may give rise to change in hormone levels, which could in turn lead to various pre-insanity stages, as I call them. Spinal fluid was also taken from specimen number 4 today. I was intrigued by the passing of information from the brain to the limb under the times of stress. I feel there may be something worth looking at these. It was at least intriguing to note specimen 4's heart rate differences as the spinal column was drained. Most interesting. Well, I think it's interesting. I'll see you on the flip-flop.